How's it gaming, guys? I'm Fill in the Blanks, and here we are yet again for another New Year's update. I can't believe we're already doing a new one. I feel like every time I record one of these, it's like a blink of an eye and a whole year has gone by. Before we look ahead at 2023, let's take a quick look back at 2022, see how the channel did. By the way, in the background there's some clips of the various games I played for 2022, so if there's anything there that kind of sparks your interest, that catches your eye, go check it out. It's already fully played and on the channel. So for 2022, I'm really proud of myself. I broke the record for the amount of videos I've put up in a single year at 223 videos. That's just great. Thankfully, there were a lot of times I was able to sit down and get like a lot of recording done in a single session. So for many Let's Plays, I was able to do one episode per day. Normally I go for an episode every second day, but hey, if I'm able to get a lot of recording done, kind of get ahead of my own schedule, then I'm more than willing to put up an episode every day instead of every second day. I don't want anyone to think that that's the norm going forward. The norm is still one episode every second day, but hey, I'm able to swing it, cool. I did 15 full Let's Plays. That's 15 games with Let's Plays that are like multiple episode series. I did 2 Phoenix Wright cases, so Phoenix Wright is completely finished now. It's probably the longest full Let's Play on my channel. And I also did 36 Quickies, Quickies being full games or big chunks of games in single episodes. So all in all, we did a lot last year. That's awesome. And one of the best things that I did last year was Disney month. It was a full month, 15 episodes of just pure Disney games. It was very, very well received, and it's definitely something I'm going to be doing again. I also did all the games that I planned on doing that I announced last year, and that was Star Tropics 2, Yoshi's Story, Donkey Kong Country 3, and we did Pokemon Crystal, which was a huge undertaking, but I was really happy with how it went. All in all, I really feel 2022 was a fantastic year for the channel. I'm really proud with what I was able to accomplish, and I'm just excited to do hopefully more for 2023. Before we move on to what I'm going to be doing next year, I just want to kind of say where I am personally right now. James just turned 2 in November. I can't believe how big he's getting. He's walking around, running around like crazy. He's still not talking a lot. He's still just kind of saying the little weird gibberish stuff, but I mean, one step at a time, right? In a couple more days, I'll be celebrating my first year at my new job that I got last year, and it's been going absolutely fantastic. I work from home now, which just makes all of this a lot easier, so that's fantastic. Other than that, not really much change in my life. I mean, got James, got Kate, got my health, hopefully. I've been pretty sick this year, actually, because James has been going to daycare, and I've been sick more than I've been healthy this year, just because of the germs he's been taking home. My goodness, you probably can hear it in my voice. I'm fairly, like, stuffed up right now, but gotta keep going, gotta keep playing, so. Alright, so enough with Phil's personal life, enough with what we already did. You guys already know that. We want to see, what are we doing for 2023? First of all, 2023 marks my 10th year anniversary on YouTube. I cannot believe I've been doing this whole thing, all these Let's Plays and whatnot, for 10 years. That's really crazy to me. And I will be doing a couple games specifically to celebrate my 10 years on YouTube. So look forward to those. It's going to be a lot of fun. The usual series will be coming back. We'll be doing a Mega Man game, of course. We'll be doing a Kirby game, multiple Kirby games, actually. I have a main specific Kirby game, but I want to do a couple of the spin-offs, because the spin-offs are a lot shorter, and we too want to do those as well. I'm planning on a main Mario game. We haven't done a big Mario game in a while, and this one is one that a lot of people have been asking for a while. I think it'll probably wait for summer. Summertime feels really good for this specific Mario game, if you know what I mean. Of course, we'll have tons of Quickies. I mean, Quickies are great ways to pump out smaller games. I've got a lot of really fun little games in my collection that are just begging to be done, so I'm looking forward to that. By the way, you can check out my Patreon page. There is a list of about 300 games that I have in my collection that are kind of viable for Quickies. And if you subscribe to my Patreon, once you get to $10 US, you'll get to choose one of those games on that list for me to do for you, kind of you're sponsoring me. Please don't feel that the games on this list I'm like holding back behind a paywall, that I must get donations for me to do them. No, this is the same list that I use when I'm deciding kind of what Quickies to play. If there's something specific you want to see, now you know how you can see it. I am planning on doing Let's Plays for some new consoles that we haven't seen yet, specifically the Virtual Boy, the DS, and the PSP. I have been kind of testing out to make sure that these do record properly, and so far the tests have been very, very good. So I kind of want to do at least one game on each of these, and I think that'd just be a lot of fun. We will be continuing with Smash Bros. Ultimate World of Light. That is one of those things that's just kind of, I drop an episode every so often. There's not a planned schedule for that, and episodes can be anywhere from like 20 minutes to an hour. So we're just going to be continuing on with that. We're also going to be bringing back Disney Month. Disney Month was so popular that I'm absolutely doing Disney Month 2. A full month of just Disney-based games. I mean classic-style Disney stuff, so Disney and Pixar, not Marvel, not Star Wars, nothing from the Fox universe now that they own Fox. A bunch of quickies based on Disney properties, stuff like Aladdin for the Genesis, Toy Story for the Super Nintendo, Chip 'n Dale's 2 for the NES, and a lot of other cool surprises. There will also be DuckTales Remastered, which will be a lot of fun. Every year I also like to do an RPG, and I've already went over this during my Pokemon Crystal Let's Play, but I'll talk about it a little bit here. This year I'm doing 2 smaller RPGs. I'll be doing the Super Famicom version of Dragon Quest, which is the very first Dragon Warrior, kind of the Super Nintendo port of it that never left Japan. We're playing that with an English translation. And Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which was kind of trying to be Baby's first RPG, but didn't quite succeed, but I find has a lot of really fun, unique charm to it. So we'll be doing those 2. We'll try to space them out so there's not too much RPG happening at the same time, but we'll be doing those 2 this year. But before we go, I know you want to hear what is the very next thing we're doing. What's the next game we're playing? Well, tomorrow is my birthday, and I always like to do a fun little quickie that I grew up with. And that will be Little Nemo, the Dream Master. I usually don't announce the quickie specifically, but that's a fun one. But directly after that, we'll be doing a game I've been wanting to do for a long time. I know I always say that, but we'll be doing The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color. When there are remakes of games, usually I like to do the original one before I do the remake. So that's why I'm not doing the Switch one, but we're also skipping the original Game Boy version of Link's Awakening because, well, the DX1 is the exact same game with color and some extra stuff. So hopefully you guys will be enjoying that. If you do want to keep up with what I'm going to be doing for like future projects, check out my Patreon page. I always try to put up a monthly update on what I'm going to be doing for the next month. So if you're just curious, usually by like the 29th or 30th of the month, I'll usually put up kind of a preview of what I'm going to be doing. So check it out. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for another fantastic year. I love doing this stuff, and I am really, really looking forward to doing so much more for you guys, so many more games and whatnot. And if you have any suggestions for anything you want to see me do, put it in the comments down below, or just tell me how your year went. I just want to hear from you guys. I just really appreciate you guys and the fact that you watch me play these dumb games. Anyways, that is enough for now. I'm Phil Blanks. See you guys next level.